Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had 2 directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on Apple, so it just came out that Buffett was buying Apple in Q4 of 2016, and you look at the weekly chart, and it's very clear a lot of people were buying Apple in Q4, as that's when we took off to the upside, and we've seen pretty much 12 out of 14 weeks in a row have been green, and the bulls are on absolute fire, full-on blue sky breakout mode, and huge follow-through yet again today. So we keep seeing scenarios where we get a little bit of weakness, a couple bearish reversal candlesticks, but we get no confirmation. We see the S&P 500 continuing to all-time highs, and that lifts the technology sector and Apple to higher highs as well. We have higher lows on the daily time frame now, 10 days in a row, every single day since earnings, and we closed up at the high of the day, 135.09 all-time high. Then we're looking up at 135.50, 136 psychological levels. RSI, very overbought, but doesn't matter so much when we're at all-time high because it's very, very easy for the bulls to continue, especially when the overall market is at all-time highs as well. This is an ideal scenario for the bulls, both an individual name and the overall market all-time highs. Weekly time frame, so we can see that huge breakout above the upper Bollinger Band now, 3 big weeks in a row. And there is no slowing down these bulls at this point. I would not be touching it bearish until, at the very least, we see a break of the higher low pattern. I would gladly give up some of the reward by waiting and being patient for the bears to prove themselves and give up a lot of risk by waiting for that signal. Apple on the shorter term time frame. So we did have a clear resistance to be watching. The high of yesterday was 133.82, and we didn't break that right away. Pre-market, our high was 133.68. Then we topped out at 133.70 and 133.74, still not breaking the high of yesterday. Then Yellen began talking, and the bulls reacted with a break of the high of yesterday. And then we held the 20-period moving average, and it was nothing but higher lows and higher highs all the rest of the day. Bulls in absolute full control on Apple. Once we got that new high, we never lost the 20-period moving average. We did lose it at the end of the day here. Didn't break that higher low pattern and closed on a very strong note. The hourly time frame for Apple, all green candlesticks today. Bulls in absolute full control. The RSI overbought in the low 80s. But again, RSI is a lot less meaningful when we are at blue sky breakout levels. So we'll see if the bulls continue to push the upside. Technology sector is the biggest holding in the S&P 500, and it's extremely strong. And as long as the S&P 500 stays strong, Apple bulls looking to stay strong as well. So we'll see if we get a new all-time high tomorrow. Certainly looks likely. And in order to maintain the higher low pattern on the daily, as long as we form a higher low tomorrow compared to 133.25, that will remain the case. There's a lot of wiggle room for the bulls with that level. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow.